Welcome to RisingGamer.com. This is Reaper here, and this is my review of Miner's Den. Miner's Den is download DLC for Bioshock. It came out for the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Miner's Den basically takes place during the end of story 1 and the beginning of story Bioshock 2. In this one, you play a totally different Big Daddy. You're playing Subject Alpha. How's the story in this one? Well, the story is really well done in this one. Even for the DLC is not that long, but what the story does give you, it gives you a lot of emphasis on Bioshock's world. For all huge, hardcore Bioshock fans and can't wait for Infinite, this really intrudes the characters, and you feel more for the person. The person who's trying to help you out this one is Seymour Potts. Seymour Potts is basically the inventor of the Thinker, which is basically a supercomputer to help Rapture function in its world, with his partner Walt Reed. In this one, you learn how Seymour Potts was betrayed by Walter Reed, and how Walter Reed greed basically destroyed Seymour Potts' life because of his... When you have power, there's people that will do anything, screw you over, stab you in the back, and you learn that Walter Reed does not want you to be successful to find the Thinker. CM Potts is basically a tragic story of a brilliant man and how his life has turned upside down, from being a brilliant scientist now from being outcasted in the world of Rapture, and how Andrew Ryan sees him as a traitor and has no value of his life, and Walt Reed would do anything to keep on top of the food chain and have control of the Thinker. And this one, you're not playing the typical babysitter. And number 2, most people were the babysitter of Eleanor Lamb. And in the first one, your mission was to get out of Rapture, and this one is to save the Thinker's life. On the negative side of the story, most people that haven't played Bioshock, you know there's sisters in the game. There's 6 total little sisters in the game. There is a total of 2 big sisters in the game. Even as you harvest all the little sisters, it doesn't change the input of the game, or you save all the little sisters at the end, it's still the same ending, which was kind of disappointing, because most people that have played Bioshock, you know there's 2 endings in the game, or there is you could be neutral in the game. So the story there is a twist in the game. For more experienced gamers will probably figure out. For the less experienced gamers probably would like the twist in the game. I do recommend you do download the DLC for all you hardcore Bioshock fans or people who want to play more Bioshock. I really do recommend you have to. So, by the way, the sound, basically the sound's the same for most people who have played Bioshock, and you enjoy the sound of the wonderful 50s music, the 60s music. You enjoy yourself. The voice acting is always great by Bioshock, and the game is truly the experience of this. Gameplay ability, there is new plasmas, there is new tonics, there is new weapons, there is new enemies. It's a really treat to play this game, especially to come visit back to Bioshock. The game leads more and said this is the first DLC that actually adds to the single player instead of just adding to multiplayer, or basically you play the Horde mode and Protter's Chronicles. And you see those new whirly birds in this one. They have new abilities. They have bazookas. They have laser beams, they have electricity, and you have a new weapon which basically is a plasma cannon that has 3 abilities. Most people that have played Bioshock, you know each gun will have 3 abilities in this one. And this is really fun to play this game because you get to experience more of the world of Bioshock that you haven't seen in number 2 or number 1, and most people will really enjoy this. Now, the problem with this DLC is it's not too long. That's the problem with DLC, because most people, you know, you can't return your DLC or get a refund on it, but you will have fun with this one. For your achievement hunters, will probably really enjoy this one, because you actually could get all your achievements or trophy hunters in one playthrough. It's pretty fun. And there is a boss fight in this one. Unlike number 2, there was no boss fight. So you will be fighting the boss at the end. I'm not going to tell you who the boss is at the end. This is the Thinker Walt Reed. You actually have to play the DLC to experience that. And like I said, there is a twist at the end. There is new bad guys, new spicers, though newly designed, but you still have your typical. You have the Brute, but the Brute has new ability. He has fire on his hands. You have scientist spicers. You have different types of plasmas that new enemies came. And the problem with the weapons is now you actually have to find weapons that have upgrades. There's no upgrade machines. You can't buy stuff. It's still the total same thing. You still have your typical hacking machines. Remember when you guys hack? It's still the same. Hacking the things is you land on blue, you get money. And it's pretty easy to get the hacking machines. In this one, there's actually huge input for whirly boards. Like I said, the whirly boards actually really impact this game in this one. Before, in the previous one, you rarely got whirly boards. Most people got whirly boards when you messed up a hacking machine or just not doing the right thing. So it really adds to your experience of what you could do with the whirly boards and new machines. Typically, there is a new Big Daddy in this one. This one's called the Lancer Big Daddy. Basically, he's kind of the strongest Big Daddy. Basically, he has the laser cannon, and he has all 3 abilities. And remember, the little sisters always impact in the game is you're good. With the little sisters, they would give you more. They give you less E, but you get tonic, which is basically a teddy bear, which has good power-ups. And for the people that want to be evil, you're going to get more Atom, but at the end of the day, you're basically going to have not make friends with the little sister, and they're not going to like you very much. So this game is pretty shocking. You learn the tales, and you learn the sad story, what happens to CM Parts, which stands for Clifton Milton. You learn how this brilliant scientist was trying to be successful, trying to help out society, and how at the end of the day, all his hard work basically destroys his life, and how he's a sad, twisted soul now and wants to find redemption. And his only way to find redemption is basically to save the Thinker from Walt Reed, who Walt Reed will do anything in his power to have you killed. He will send his minions after. He will do anything to contain the Thinker. And on the other side, there is little mini games in this game. There is, for all you fans of asteroids, there is a little mini asteroid game that's really fun to play. And there is vacuum cleaners that you can hack vacuums in this game. You basically have a total of gameplay. You have about, for an average gamer, you have about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. For more experienced gamers who want to play on hard, you have about total maybe to 5 to 6 hours of gameplay. It depends how good you are in Bioshock. For a person who pisses up the game for the first time, probably you could beat this in under probably 4 hours, which may not sound that too long. But then again, there is games that they do sell for $65, and you could beat that game in under 2 hours, and that's pretty disappointing. So it's Bioshock. Remember, DLC is basically short, expandable, but it's really fun for gamers. And there is new radios that you can pick up for players to learn about. You do get your favorite people. You get the nice Andrew Ryan little input. You also get Tenenbaum. Yes, Tenenbaum, as you guys remember, the original. She's a German scientist who invented the Little Sisters, and she's in this game. And she's in, at the end of the game, you'll see Tenenbaum. And there is a twist at the end of the game. There's a lot of scary stuff. You see the new experiences, and you learn a lot how Walter Reed is now really. It's kind of sad what happens to him in this game. You learn what happens to his wife. You learn how does he end up in Rapture, and what Walter really does to him, really to messes with him. So for people who enjoy Bioshock, you're gonna love this game. And for those people who just, don't want to be the babysitter in the previous Bioshock, you're just gonna be a monster. You're just gonna be you're gonna be wrecking people up. There is pretty much, this game is fairly easy. It's not really difficult. The difficulty is really easy, and remember, you have your 3 modes. You have easy, normal, and hard. For experienced shooters, they'll probably enjoy the challenge of being this on hard mode without dying. For most average gamers, you probably just can play on normal and just have tons of fun and just laugh of life. So the game, there's a total, and the problem with this game is there's only 3 levels in this game, and the 3 levels are not that long. And in 3 levels, you have a total of 6 Big Daddies. And remember, once you guys kill the Big Daddies, as you haven't played number 2, basically the Big Sister comes. And Big Sister is a more superior Big Daddy, more superior guardian of the little sisters, and does not like that very much. And you always can, and once also you adopt the little sisters, remember, when you gather, once you gather them, the spices will come around, because basically it's like a drug addict and they want their next fix. And Walt Reed will do anything to stop you. And remember, is you die in this game, the game doesn't really punish you. You just come back in the Vaseline chamber. Now you can turn them off, the Vaseline chambers, as you want to, like in the previous one. There is a total of 150 points for achievement hunters and for UPS3 fans who like to get your trophies. Remember, you have your typical tonics. You have electricity, you have bees, you have fire, you have telekinesis, and we have a new one called gravity. The gravity one is basically, it's like a whirlpool, and it sucks you in, and it's really powerful. And you'll have a total of it just going around, just dominating everything. And remember, you always have to hack your vending machines, which you have to get stuff in them. And there's new little things called vacuums, and the vacuums in the game, basically, they add to the game. They're pretty funny. Vacuum cleaners that have good elements from health, money, and that. And also, you remember, you have to fight your alpha series, your brothers, who basically are twisted Big Daddies at the end. They're pretty easy to kill. They're not hard. So Walt Reed is crazy, and he'll do anything to stop you. So for the fans of Bioshock, you could truly enjoy this. I give this game 4 out of 5. So I recommend, for all you hardcore, diehard Bioshock fans, really recommend buying this up. For you Bioshock fans that want more to find the Rapture explore the world, then I recommend getting this. I hope you guys enjoy the review. Come visit our website, riseofgaming.com, and thank you very much.